All right, on this first part, all you have to really do is find the slope. This is review. Just remember slope, which is m, is the difference of your y's over the difference of your x's. So the answer to the first one is -1/2, 1, 1/2, and 25. That was your problem of the day, I believe. So today we're going to be looking at the characteristics of some of the basic parent functions. So this was supposed to be kind of a work with your partner. However, I'm just going to go through and tell you which one each is. A is an absolute value. B is a square root. C is a constant. D is an exponential. E is going to be a cubic. F is a linear. G is a reciprocal. And H is a quadratic. These are ones that you should probably already have memorized. We're going to be doing some transformations with these, and these are the parent functions, and those are ones that you should just have a good idea in your head exactly what they look like. The ones that we just went over, you probably should know those ones as well. If you're taking notes, you might want to pause and make sure you have all of this information down. So on this one, we want to identify the function family to which f belongs and compare the graph of f to the graph of its parent function. Oops. Well, it's V-shaped, so it's an absolute value function, and the graph is shifted up and is narrower than the graph of the parent function. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing here. This should be a u-try. Go ahead and give it a shot. Pause, give it a shot. This one is wider. That 1/4 in front makes it stretch out. And that -3 makes it shift to the right 3. All right. We're going to graph x minus 4 and its parent function. Remember, its parent function is just y equals x. It's a linear. It's got a slope of 1, y-intercept of -4. Plot that. Go up 1, right 1, down 1, left 1. Draw a line. You notice that has been just shifted down 4 units. So on this one, we notice that there is a negative sign, so we kind of have to say, well, how is that going to affect it? Let's go ahead and make a table. If we do all of our x's and our x squared, those are the first two, just put a negative in front of it to get negative x squared. Remember, the x is being squared, not the negative. And when you graph them, you're going to get something that looks like this. What that really is a reflection over the x-axis. These should be u-try. I would pause for a second, try them, and then compare with the answers that I'm going to be putting up here. Hopefully you did well on those. On this one, we're going to graph the function and its parent function. For example number 5, it's a vertical stretch. What happens is the slope is increased. Here, that 3/2, it's going to stretch the parent function. Here it says use a graphing calculator. I don't know that I would use a graphing calculator. I'd probably use Desmos since you have the computer in front of you. And what happens on that one, that negative sign makes it a reflection. That x plus 5, it's in the brackets. That's going to shift it to the left 5, and that minus 3 is going to shift it down 3. So we've got a table of a dirt bike jumping off a ramp. You look at this and they're asking you to estimate the height after 1.75 seconds. Well, there's 1.5, there's 2, so it's going to be between 20 and 8. So we have to kind of think to ourselves, how do we want to model this? I would probably look at the problem, get a good understanding, making a plan. That's how do we want to model it. I would go with the scatter plot. That's going to give me kind of a visual representation of what's going on. There is my scatter plot. It's a parabola. Bike is going up, and then it comes back down. So then if I want to estimate it at 1.75, I take that point, go straight up till I hit my graph, and then go over. It looks like it's about 15 seconds. And that makes sense because that would be between 20 and 8. We always want to look back and make sure that our answer makes sense. Again, these say graphing calculator. I would probably go ahead and use Desmos. That first one is going to be a linear function. It's a reflection, and your slope is going to be negative 1/4. Here, it's going to be a vertical stretch. Right 5, down 1. This one is just linear. You could plot it out, and you're going to run out of gas in 50 minutes. That's just going to be 2 left because of that plus 2. Vertical stretch by a factor of 2. 2 units up. All right, we are done. Hope you enjoyed.